I don't care what age you are. It's crazy. I don't even think it's words I can line up together um, to describe how I feel receiving a life sentence, especially as a juvenile. That's something right there you never think about in your wildest dreams. I don't care how hard you go, nothing. Like once you hear the word life, it's over, finito. Like there's nothing else to turn to but what's around you, your environment. And luckily for my situation, I was around a lot of good dudes in my environment who played a vital role in my, I would say, success. Because believe it or not, you successful when you made it through what I made it through, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever. So just me sitting here today talking and trying to inform everybody that I can, hoping that they take heed to my advice and my story and all my efforts, excuse my language, so that they don't have to go through and experience what I went through. And like I say, luckily, I had the right people around me in my environment when I received that life sentence that put me on the right track. Um, and these were the gang members. These were Bloods, Crips, GDs, Muslim. I was around dudes who just was had a name and reputation in their neighborhood. So either way it go is like you part of a gang. People don't even want to say that or admit that. But when you get locked up, you're part of a gang, whether you like it or not, regardless of the situation. And that's just what it is. But back in my time, gangs weren't running wild. It wasn't something that everybody was hip to. It wasn't a topic of discussion because, like I said, everybody was on their city or their neighborhood. And we can call it colors, blue, red, green, purple, blue, pink. It don't fucking matter. Like, them people don't care. When they come, they coming. So what I'm saying is two or more people with the same common cause or belief system or whatever the case may be engaging in illegal criminal activity, you're a gang. You classified as a gang. It don't matter if you're not a blood, not a crip. You spray painting that neighborhood, repping that neighborhood. Oh, it's all that shit the same when it comes to that legal that case. So I wasn't in the gang when I received the license, but I had already been exposed to it at a young age. And like I say, it wasn't something that was around my area like that. I was more so exposed to it in North Carolina when I moved out of state. Then, so that's already instilled in me. So, boom, like I say, I come back home. Now I got a little gang element, but it's neighborhood. It's really, it's made up, false claiming, false repping. But we took it serious. But when I came back, and I moved back to VA where I'm from, I ran into the gang members. You know what I'm saying? Like people can do their fact checks or whatever. Latin Kings is running rampant out down the way. So not only that, ran into some bloods. You know what I mean? Believe it or not, one was in the military, one was young, one was my age from out of state. So it was like just different elements where I was exposed to it, especially when I was sent to alternative school. Now the dudes I was once bumping into in the neighborhood, I'm in the classroom with them now. So it's even getting a little deeper. I'm not even seeing how deep it's getting. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, but I just was embedded in the streets. And it's like honestly, people put all these labels and there's so many misconceptions. But honestly, it's like a rapper said in an old song, um, you are what you are before you got here. You was what you was before you got here, something like that. So it's like I was already in them streets. I already had the criminal elements. Everything any gang organization was doing, I already was doing it. So the only difference is we repping the neighborhood. So we turn around and we pick them flags up, repping them colors. And then it's a whole different politics surrounding the whole situation. But yeah, but those guys seeing that alternative school on the streets, I didn't really pay attention, take it really serious or whatnot. Even though I was rocking with them dudes. One was from Virginia, um, two was from out of state, but one was really like he was from Virginia, but his ties, his family lived in other states, so that's why he was so young already Latin King. But the tension home, boom, I'm back around him. Like where bro at? Like, they smoke bro boots. Like what? You go to school, find out, they locked up. You know what I'm saying? Or they ain't in my section of the alternative school. They in the whole separate building, which is a whole nother alternative school. I find out they gone. So I never knew where they was at until behind bars. But even when you get behind bars, you don't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? You have to ride with your city or your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? You have no choice. You are a game. And a lot of dudes don't tell people that, man, you in a game whether you like it or not. It might not be heavy politics day in and day out like in the game, but it's definitely politics. It's definitely like militancy. It's like you got killers that ain't in games. Like it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You got cold killers that ain't repping nothing but their neighborhood. They don't even play. You cross somebody from their city or neighborhood, and that's just what it is. But like I say, I already kind of had certain things in me um, getting incarcerated. I hate to say I'm not boasting or bragging or nothing about none of this gang shit. So excuse my French, man, but I'm just letting people know like it's a different world in there. It really is. But you do have the decision to not join fully. See, when you join the Bloods, Crips, GDs, Whites, Lords, MS, when you join all this, like now it's next level shit. It ain't no just I'm there when my neighborhood need me. You know what I'm saying? So it's you full time in this. So